Hi, everybody. Coming up on 3:08 right now, keeping you up to date on the potential for severe weather into the overnight hours. Some of you, are you staying up late? Are you getting up early? We are here for you watching these storms back toward the west, and so far, so good. We are cautiously optimistic. There are currently no watches. There are currently no warnings, no active alerts that we need to tell you about. But some heavy rain, probably hearing some thunder and lightning here at 3 a.m. across the area as this action is trying to roll on through. Let's take a look at Doppler radar right now. And you can see here moving into Clemson and Sandy Springs, Seneca. It's 3:08 here. You're no stranger to storms during the overnight hours. Of course, it's bringing back some memories probably from 2020. But I can tell you, you're watching right now. What you're seeing is just some rain and some heavy rain at that, and some lightning. That said, we're watching what's going on back toward the west with a close eye. There is a tornado watch that has been issued from Athens, Georgia, east and then south, just south of Abbeville, just south of Greenwood County. Does not include either of those counties, but it's close. And honestly, if you're looking at convective type storms, it's really Macon, Warner Robins area south, and that's where we've had a couple of tornado warnings where there are currently active severe thunderstorm warnings farther to the south where there's greater instability and warmth. Closer to home, not to say that we can't get a rogue severe thunderstorm warning or a rogue tornado warning. I'm just not seeing it right now. Dahlonega, Canton, Sandy Springs, the environment is certainly really rocking and rolling, if you will, up above our heads, but so far that's not producing anything that is giving us cause for concern for any kind of rotation. In fact, I'll turn the X-ray device on, so to speak, and look at what's going on back here through Dahlonega, northbound, not seeing anything. As we look at our Doppler radar, I'll turn ours on, zooming out just a little bit. Bear with me for a second. Let's turn our radar on. Look at all sides of it. Certainly some gusty winds in Raven County. Turn that back on and turn on the radar. There you have it. Certainly some gusty winds here, but nothing that indicates to me anything that too concerning to look at right now. Toccoa to Westminster got a lot of cloud-to-ground lightning, and heavy rain is soon to enter the picture here in Greenville. It's also very windy, so what's going to happen here shortly is that wind is going to carry that rain. It's going to blow sideways into your windows and your walls, and you'll hear the pitter-patter of some heavy rain along with those rumbles of thunder. And I know if some people went to bed at 10, 11 o'clock and you're thinking, okay, there may be some tornadoes tonight, we're going to stay aware, and then you hear a big old clap of thunder, that'll get you going. If you're those people watching right now, we are here watching it closely, but I can tell you there is nothing tornadic that is showing up as we speak. Let's look closer at the models. I've got a new set of models that just came in. Let me put it up for you right here. Bear with me, I'll refresh it. Here we go. There it is. All right. So let's refresh and re-rack this model run. So the line that's moving through right now is continuing to push off toward the east. This is 3 a.m. Let's go to 4. Heavy rainfall looks to be a shield that's kind of sticking around here across the northern parts of the upstate. Here we are at 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m. By 7, looks like most of the convective activity is now pushing through Newberry, Columbia, farther south, and that would be that. Let's look closer at the tornado parameters with the brand new computer model that just came in. Do they go up? Do they spike anywhere? Sitting at 1s and 2s by 5 o'clock, maybe a 3, 4, or 5 in here, maybe a smidge higher than previously. Let's look closer at those tracks. Where are there some rotating thunderstorms, and where would they be located at? Models here showing if there's going to be, it's that stuff that's out of Warner Robins, Macon, farther south. Not seeing at least a lot of intense long tracks across the upstate, but certainly the potential is still there for damaging winds or an isolated tornado. Let's map out that timing. Keisha says, I'm very sleepy and more. Can I go to bed? Keisha, I think at this point, I would if you're tired, I would have a way to receive warnings. I would have a way to, it's going to wake you up, okay? So if you're going to bed right now, is there a way to receive warnings and wake you up if a warning is issued? But so far, there are not even any watches issued for our area. That said, the environment is still such that we can't rule one out, and I want you to stay aware of that. Let's map out 4 o'clock, so about an hour from now, and then 5 o'clock. Certainly some very heavy rainfall across the area, but this is very quickly going to come to an end in areas like Toccoa. By 5 o'clock, the bulk of the rain is over with for Toccoa. By 6 o'clock, the bulk of the rain's over with for Clemson. And you got a couple of cells here from Slater, Marietta up through Asheville that would bear watching. Same story for Lawrence County, Spartanburg County. There's a couple of feisty-looking cells here. But by 7 o'clock, almost everything on this new high-resolution model that's convective-looking is moving into Columbia by then, by 7. So this looks like we've got from now through 4, 5, 6 o'clock to get anything that looks dicey to form, and then it's pushing off toward the east. And speaking of, there will be a severe weather risk in Raleigh, Durham, through Fayetteville, North Carolina, down to Florence, South Carolina, Columbia, Charleston, to Myrtle Beach into tomorrow afternoon. Let's look closer at those tornado parameters because it does look like there was a little nudge up here at 5 o'clock, so maybe a brief opportunity here for some rotation as that line rolls through between now and 5 o'clock. By 6 o'clock, it's starting to weaken again, and by 7, it's pushing east. So our opportunity is there in this environment, like we mentioned, and have for the past several days. This environment that's over Atlanta, back through Birmingham, much more conducive for tornadic or severe weather development. And then once it gets past Atlanta and moves into our area, it's going to be trying to weaken. And if it does, we would be sitting on a cell that's beginning to weaken. That's what we're seeing as I turn back on Doppler. Big shield of cool rain, but a lot of lightning now moving into these areas. If you're watching right now from these areas, watching it closely here for you guys. Clemson, Sandy Springs, Greenville, Simpsonville, Lawrence, watching that for you guys just as fast as it's moving in. There's a lot of lightning, a lot of electricity with this as it rolls on through. Gainesville, Commerce, Athens. So we're going to keep watching it here for you. Another update coming up at 4 a.m., if not before, so make sure you keep tuning in. We will keep you posted, folks. We've got a team of 3 meteorologists here behind us watching these storms roll on through. Our whole team here at WYFF4 is committed to keeping you safe, and no matter what time of day it is, so you can rest easy.